Hey everybody, welcome. I am Dr. Alicia J. Speaks, and you are watching the brand new talk show, Emerge. We are kicking out our very first episode, and I'm super excited for you to be with us. Stay tuned. Join us for the voice of Dr. Alicia Nolan, Awakening Destiny, Igniting Purpose, Empowering Women for Kingdom Dominion. Hey everybody, and welcome. You are watching Emerge, brand new talk show here with you in mind. I'm Dr. Alicia J. Speaks, and I will be on this journey with you as we go throughout and have conversations that heal. Real people, real conversations with you in mind. Prepare to experience the power, wisdom, and anointing of Dr. Alicia J. Nolan, a prophetic voice for this generation. From the pulpit to the screen, Dr. Nolan's ministry is transforming lives through revelation, restoration, and renewal. Her message is clear. God is raising up a remnant of women who will walk in divine authority, break generational barriers, and manifest His glory. Women Arise. Join Dr. Alicia J. Nolan weekly on her groundbreaking new TV show, Emerge, where faith meets real life. Each episode reveals powerful testimonies, prophetic insights, and life strategies that empower women to heal, rebuild, and reign. Watch as women discover their voice, recover their vision, and walk in victory. Hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. It was the scariest thing I've had to do in my life. But it was also the bravest thing I've ever had to do. It is absolutely gorgeous, guys. And if you haven't gone out, go ahead and get you some vitamin D. Go outside. It's going to do you good. But, yeah. To be honest, I don't think that I wanted to deal with this part of it.
Why would you want to? I can understand the reasonings of why you didn't want to, or you was like, that's a lot to take in and a lot to process, and then unmask.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Unmask.
And the difficulty of it, it's not easy.
No, it's not. And so just a little bit, guys.
Yeah.
I was in ministry as well, and so it does make a difference when both people are in ministry. There's a certain level of a covering that you must keep and protect, and I tried to do that and honor that as much as I could, until things became dangerous, and I'm going to say it like that. And when it got to the place to where things became dangerous behind closed doors, that's when I made the decision to, of course, flee. I made the decision, guys, to leave with me and my children for safety. And so, with that being said,
how did that feel? You made the decision. You committed to that decision. How did that feel?
Um,
Knowing when you left?
It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. It was the scariest thing I've had to do in my life. But it was also the bravest thing I've ever had to do. I had to fight against the stigma of how I was going to look as a woman of God. But I had to look at how I would look in the eyes of my children as a mother.
Wow.
And it was my job to protect them at any cost.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That is right.
And I got everybody out of my ear. All of the church members and everybody that was on the outside looking in that didn't know the truth of what we were experiencing behind closed doors.
The terror.
Absolutely.
Because the reason why I say terror, there's nothing fun or nothing small about, or just kind of, it was a little hard time, and I just do it like this, she'll be fine. It's terrifying dealing with an abuser. It's terrifying. It's nothing comfortable. It's nothing attractive, romanticizing, or anything like that. It's terrible.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, what gave me the strength to leave was my children. When I realized my children became so afraid, and I'm telling you, I sat down to talk with them, and they just cried and said, "Mom, we so scared. I was so scared. So scared." Yeah. And they had dreams that he unalived me and unalived them. And in my heart, because of the level of the way things had escalated, I had believed the same. And when my children did that and said to me they were so afraid and cried and begged me, I promised my kids that I would get them out. And I did just that. I chose to leave. And it wasn't easy because, to be honest with you, I still loved my husband. I loved him very much. And I was believing God that whatever this was, that God would heal the mind, heal the heart, and turn his heart back towards me. And I believed that God was going to heal me, work on me, and we were going to come back together and have this powerful testimony. That's what I was believing for. And it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. And so sometimes things don't go the way that you would have prayed for and planned, and I didn't want to end up, with not having the father in the home. That was important to me, and life just happened, and I made that decision. But one of the things, when it comes to unmasking, one of the things I kept doing, I kept covering up. Yeah.
Do you believe that ultimately, or even just the process of it, made it worse?
Yes, I believe that it did.
Or worse on you, or worse on you and the children, but ultimately you.
It was worse on me because I was so programmed to make excuses for, well, he didn't mean it. Well, I would try to see the good, and I would talk about only the good part. such as I would bring up him being a good provider. I would bring up whatever I could to make up for the truth of what really was still happening that was abuse. If that makes sense. And I did it for years. Even when I wasn't with him, I would tell the kids, well, he was a great provider. No, don't, let's not talk about that. And I would, just try to get the kids, well, you still got to respect him. That's your father. And I wasn't allowing them to process their truth of the damage that was done to them from the abuse. And I didn't realize that until my daughter said to me one day, we were riding in the car. She just burst out crying. And she said, Mom, stop. Stop. Stop doing this. And I said, what? She said, stop telling us. He was a good provider. Stop telling us. She said, Mom, stop telling us he loves us. He doesn't love you, and he doesn't love us. When you love people, you don't abuse them. You don't hurt them the way that he did.
Wow.
And my teenager said that, and it hit me that I was in denial, and I was still in denial. And I didn't allow them to process their pain the way they needed to.
Do you believe that, and I'm just posing, I'm not saying I believe this, but do you believe there was an element of selfishness there, or you being selfish, or just due to being ignorant to it, or being with a mix of denial?
I think for me, it was more denial than being selfish.
Okay.
Because I still kept thinking about the husband that I loved, not about the different acts of abuse. I still was in denial, even though I laughed, even though I realized, but I still was in denial of accepting that that's what it was. I just didn't want to believe that. And so, when you love somebody, you want somebody to see the good in them. So you're going to talk about the good. So I kept talking about what was good.
Yeah, what was good. So would we say there was a misappropriation? Things were misappropriated of who to cover and who really needs to be, how to not cover this, expose this, deal with this abuse, the abuser, I'll say it that way, the abuser, and protect the children. Protect their emotions, protect their, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back.
Hey guys, welcome in, and
What's the thing?